All right, boys, let's move on. Footballers Unfiltered, the part of the podcast where you, the amazing fans, can get in contact with us here via our email, ffp@bbc.co.uk, to ask the boys a question and get it answered from a top footballer's point of view. All right, so listen, we've had a question from Jess, and it's a decent one as well. She writes, "Hi, guys. I've been listening to the pod nearly every day the last couple of months to catch up, and I am so happy that you guys are back. Think I'll be needing the laughs for what is likely to be a relegation battle this season as a Palace fan. But Mikey, would you rather host a podcast with 5 Callum Wilsons or a 5-year-old Callum Wilson?"
Can I just put out there that the question has come to me because I'm obviously the main man. So if I'm not on it, there wouldn't be a Callum Wilson on the pod. Yeah, that's why they asked me the question. Yeah, so if I didn't have Callum Wilson, if I wanted 5 Callum Wilsons with me, or 5-year-old Callum Wilson with me on the Football podcast, I couldn't deal with 5 actual Callum Wilsons, Like they're all bit like it's got a bit of banter, but 5 of them it'll be stale, So I rather deal with a 5-year-old,
5-year-old have better jumper than you've got on tonight, son. Jesus Christ. Rascal. I've already just noticed that. I'm on to you in a minute.
The whole set, mate. Yeah, don't
nah,
worry about
surely
that.
not.
Set, mate.
Nah, look
He's
at
got
that.
the cold on. He's got the cold on.
This guy's standing on chairs and that tonight. He's so excited. He's so hyperactive because he scored a goal. It's incredible.
Well, Jess, that is my answer. A 5-year-old. But I like Cal. I'll let him stay on the pod with me.
Do you notice though that they always say it's like the Footballers Football podcast with Callum and Michail, and when we do our weekly thing, it's Callum then Michail. Do you get what I'm saying? So really, you're my +1, big man. You're my +1.
Do you know why they do that?
You're like the addition to me.
They had to put you starting somewhere.
Hey, best bit about you've ever. Smack my knee as well. It's all going off.
All right, next question. This question is coming from Jay. He says, "Hi lads, it's the Champions League and Europa League draws this week on Thursday. Is there a particular team that the guys would like to draw?" And he also says, "I can't wait to follow the lads in the Champions League home and away in a few weeks' time as well." Cal, tell us. Obviously, you're in the Champions League now. This is like, it's what most players dream about doing. You've got the opportunity this season. There must be a team out there, a ground, do you know what I mean? An atmosphere that you want to experience.
Michail, do you hear that? Champions League, every player wants to dream about it and experience it, something that you'll never get to do.
And then you get to participate.
Nah, give me a moment. Come on. There's one thing I got off on you this week. Come on. No, but basically, there's no team that you don't want or you do want. The Champions League is a Champions League. It's a competition for some of the best teams in the world. So I feel that whoever you get, it's going to be a challenge and a test and one that you've got to rise up to if you want to progress in the competition. Don't get me wrong, the likes of Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, they're all top teams that you'd actually want to play against and see how you fare up, and also playing their stadiums and things like that. So I think, I'm just looking forward to the draw, excited like everybody else is.
Now, you will have seen that the podcast feed is joined with Defoe and Dini's Football First, a new pod with 2 ex-Premier League icons. Their episode out this week is all about first touches. So with that in mind, which players that you've played with had the most ridiculous first touch that you can remember? And which of you has a better first touch? Mikey.
Best first touch I've ever experienced is Dimitri Payet. And yes, my touch is better than Callum's.
That's his opinion for the record. I think, for me, I know Phil Foden really well. Obviously, I've played and trained with Phil, and his touch is immaculate. One of the best I've seen. Unbelievable first touch, and I'd say it's the best I've seen as a player, and Michail's touch is nowhere near as good as mine. It's not even in the same league. It's like Champions League and Conference league. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're the difference. And if you want, I will record a pod for all the viewers on a football pitch, and we'll just ping balls, and we'll see who's got the best first touch, and I'll show you, boy.
I don't mind doing that. I don't mind.
That'd actually be good banter, you know.
It would be decent better.
I'd watch that.
Sounds like a challenge.
Sounds like a
We'll see if we
challenge.
can make
Let's
it
do
happen.
it. 100%.